Hello everybody, Andy here again. Right, this is hopefully just a quick introduction to a couple of videos that I've done about the Hastings Bonfire celebrations which were held last weekend, and to celebrate the anniversary of the Battle of Hastings, which took place on the 14th of October 1066. Every year here in Hastings we have a Hastings week, which leads up to sort of the culmination of it is a big bonfire procession and fireworks on the beach. And the first video will be of the procession, and the second video will be of the fireworks themselves. I know this won't appeal to everybody, so don't worry, I won't be offended if you don't watch, but I thought I'd just give you an idea about where the bonfire celebrations come from. You may well have heard of Guy Fawkes. November the 5th 1605, Guy Fawkes, Robert Catesby and some other sort of fellow conspirators tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament in London. They were caught, they were tried and they were executed, and the king at the time decided that this should be celebrated in perpetuity. And the way that they did things at the time, they used to celebrate things with bonfires and with fireworks, and that's where it all comes from. It stems from them, from then, and this has gone on and off ever since 1605. So what you're seeing is living history, the living history of the British people maybe, which is great. A lot of people like this. It's something that I really enjoy, to see history is still there. We're still celebrating this 400 years or so after the event. You will see in the video people dressed up in various different costumes, lots of drumming. I don't know where all the drumming comes from, I suppose, but it creates quite an atmosphere, quite a sort of foreboding atmosphere, sort of quite macabre in some ways, I suppose, which is obviously where it comes from in the first place. You'll see people dressed up in stripy jumpers and things like that. Where that comes from, it's meant to denote smugglers. At one time the bonfires were frowned upon because of the French Revolution over there in France. Obviously the government over in this side of the channel were a bit worried that this type of thing might take a hold, because the bonfire celebrations have always had a slight political edge to them, political overtones. Effigies have been burnt and still are nowadays, usually of Guy Fawkes himself, but also of political characters, right up to the present day characters as well that are in the political world. And so they started resurrecting these bonfire societies, especially on the south coast of England, which has a history of smuggling, and back in the mid-1800s they started to resurrect the bonfire celebration and create bonfire societies. And so they disguised themselves as smugglers in a way, with the stripy jumpers that the smugglers traditionally wore, and they used to blacken their faces as well for that sort of certain touch of anonymity, so that people didn't know who they were. Here in Hastings it did die down again, but has been resurrected in the last 10 years, and these celebrations go on right across Sussex. Different societies from all the different towns and villages around this sort of Sussex area, and they travel around every weekend at this time of year to celebrate. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. Hopefully that's given you a snapshot of what you're about to see, say in 2 parts, and I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, thanks very much. Goodbye.